Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Arsenal guys, away from home at the Emirates Stadium. It's a tough one to take for Manchester United. We're nearly there. We just got done by a late goal in injury time. It's a big kick in the teeth, heartbreak, lost for words. What a game, but a shit result for United unfortunately, and you're just absolutely gutted for the players. Get that far, 2-2 with about a few minutes to go. Could have got a draw out of the game. Arsenal nick it right at the end, which is so unfortunate. It's one of those games at the end of the day, but we made one change from the last game against Crystal Palace. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Saka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Eriksen, McTominay, Anthony, Fernandez, Rashford and Weghorst. Get into the overall reaction now. Nketiah, brace, and a tough one to take for United. Tough one to take, gutted, heartbreak, lost for words. What a game, shit result. After all that good work, there was an opportunity to take it and bottled it. All the goals we conceded were avoidable. A performance to be proud of as well. A long way to go. Midfield was a joke. Got outplayed. We deserved to lose. Very disappointing, annoying and frustrating. Shite, not good enough. First 2 minutes, ominous. We settled into the game, had more possession. Eriksen wants United to take Arsenal out the comfort zone. We defended well, stayed concentrated. Great individual brilliance by Rashford to take the lead. Arsenal looked worried. Looked fantastic for 15 minutes. It was a tight tactical game. Arsenal giving away loose balls. United are losing out in the midfield battle. Arsenal dominated the midfield. Sluggish passing gave away possession. Nketiah is the equaliser for 1-1. Arsenal showed what they were wanted to do in the second half. Saka scores for 2-1. Great reaction. Martinez scores for 2-2. The game was more open. United comfortably passing out at the back. Great determination. United were passive and dropped off. Did nothing again offensively. Substitutions should have come on earlier. No one going with the runners. Nobody on the back post. We made mistakes. Some good individual performances. Game management and decision making should have been better. First half was good. Second half was poor. Overall, not good enough performance. Anyway, guys, what did I make of the performance? I think overall, it was not good enough in the end. I think you could clearly see, you know, right at the end, we lost concentration and lost focus. And I always say in my videos nowadays that you have to stay concentrated and stay focused, and we didn't stay concentrated and focused. I think you look at that and you say, you know, we weren't disciplined, and we didn't keep our eye on the ball. We just lost that concentration all of a sudden, and we're not concentrated. And after all that decent hard work that we did as well, you know, to get in the lead and then to, you know, get another goal back, and then you just lose it right at the end. So it's not good enough, I don't think. I think it's obviously a missed opportunity for Manchester United. We obviously dropped on 3 points, but at the end of the day, we gave Arsenal a good game. It's obviously a tough place to go now. The Emirates is like a bit of a fortress now as well. So there's teams that are struggling that can't get a result there. So yeah, it's a tough one to take, I think. I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely gutted. I think I'm just more disappointed than angry, to be honest. I think when you look back at the goals that we conceded, you do think you are angry with those goals that we conceded. But yeah, it was not good enough in the end. I thought the first half we did what we needed to do. I thought we looked confident playing out from the back. But then I think the game plan was working in the first half, and the game plan was just not going too well. It wasn't going well then in the second half, and it just completely went away in the second half. And Arsenal just dominated us, absolutely ran the show in the second half. You know, they were looking to do that to us in the first half, but they couldn't do it. But then they did it in the second half and ran the show. And they deserved to win. We deserved to lose. We were not good enough. And yet again, we conceded another late goal. Twice in 1 week, not good enough. Losing concentration and focus as well. So it's not good enough on United's behalf, but a lot to learn from that. And we have to, you know, definitely review those goals back, and those goals were avoidable as well. And it's just not good enough. And you look back at those goals that we conceded. First goal, Saka crosses the ball to Nketiah. What's Saka doing at left back? And Nketiah scores for 1-1. Where's Luke Shaw? Second goal, who's closing down Saka? Eriksen and Weghorst are the closest ones, and Saka scores for a screamer for 2-1. And the third goal, Zinchenko crosses the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard flicks it to Nketiah, and he scores for 3-2. Should have been offside as well. So very frustrating that that goal was not offside when Zinchenko was offside, and very annoying to concede a goal like that right at the end. And that Nketiah is absolutely shit, by the way. And you know, Arsenal fans may say, oh yeah, but you know, he's a player that we can rely on now, and he's a great backup. But you lot were bloody criticising that guy about 18 months ago, saying he wasn't good enough, and now all of a sudden he's turned into bloody Aubameyang. So yeah, I know it's just not good enough, and I think it's just one of them, and it's just a tough one to take. I think we should never have been conceding 2 goals to that bloody Nketiah in the first place, and defended poorly all those goals that we conceded on. So not good enough in the end, but tough one to take, and we have to take it on the chin and move on. But what did I make of the game over? Anyway, getting into the game now. You know what? First half kicks off. I thought, you know, United looked confident playing out from the back. Erik ten Hag said he wanted to take Arsenal out of their comfort zone. Arsenal looked to get on the front foot and cause teams. They like to cause their opponents problems, and they're dangerous on the attack, and they're a threat as well when they're on the break. But not only just on the break, but when they're on the front foot, they look dangerous as well. And they couldn't look to do that in the first half, and I think that was when United cancelled that out. United didn't let that happen. I think Arsenal would have been disappointed after that first half for sure. I think United were happy in the first 15 minutes. I thought the first 2 minutes of the half, Arsenal looked ruthless, aggressive, but then United got through the first 2 minutes a lot more, got settled into the game, a lot more comfortable, and that was when, and then it was all about what we do going forwards then. And I thought when we're going forwards, we looked really good. There were some great ideas up there, and obviously Rashford takes on a great goal for 1-0, sees that space, a little space opened up for him, and that obviously made it 1-0. Then obviously Arsenal, great reaction by them, great fight back, great team spirit, great character, and then they scored 1-1, and then it's a big kick in the teeth, and then obviously then you know, obviously then after that, I think United looked comfortable. I think United looked comfortable. I thought there was some sluggish passing going on from both teams. In fact, I thought Arsenal were giving away possession too easily. I thought Arsenal were there for the taking in the first half as well. I think they were, obviously you could tell that they were not happy with the first half performance for sure. So I think that was definitely for sure another goal should have been on the cards for United in the first half. And obviously then you know, we had a few good opportunities, a few good chances, but you know, again, I thought we took them out of the comfort zone, which we did, and obviously, you know, passing wasn't good enough at times, and obviously Arsenal caused us a bit of, you know, they were dangerous when they came onto us on the front foot, but yeah, no, I thought United took a little bit more control than Arsenal. Then in the second half, it was and then I think the second half Arsenal got what they wanted, and it was and they got back to the way how they wanted to play and what they were really looking for in the first half, which was get on the front foot in the first 10 minutes, you know, and score a goal, be ruthless, be aggressive, you know, and you know, get between the lines, make runs in from behind, you know, put us under pressure, and we couldn't get through it, and obviously then Arsenal just completely dominated it. Obviously, this was a game that was played without Casemiro as well, and I think if Casemiro was playing in this game, it could have been a complete different game. Eriksen and McTominay, never again. Just didn't work, and obviously you could tell that Eriksen was getting tired as the half was getting on as well. And then I thought that was when Saka just out of nowhere, competing with Rashford for the best goal, makes it 2-1. And then after that, great reaction from Manchester United, great team spirit, great character, great determination. You know, showed conviction, a bit more intent and purpose about us. Got on the front foot, and that was when we got a corner, and we took that corner, and we made it 2-2. So good fight back from Manchester United, which was needed. And then at 2-2, I think you're screaming for the substitutions to come on and change the game. You're probably thinking of bringing on Garnacho to change the game a bit more. I think that was when Ten Hag made a change in midfield to take more control. We still got dominated in the midfield with Fred coming in anyway. So the midfield didn't really get any better anyway. I think it did for the first 5-10 minutes, but after that Arsenal just found a way. And, you know, Arsenal just kept putting the pressure onto us. United defended well. And then that was when United just lacked ideas then going forward. There was nothing going forward yet again for Manchester United. And that was when Arsenal just kept piling that pressure on. They knew that another goal, they could sense another goal coming. And then that was when, right at the end, injury time, they gave it all or nothing. They were chasing the game down. They absolutely outplayed us. I don't think they outran us. They just outplayed us and dominated us in the midfield. And deservedly, they took it 3-2. But I think you could definitely go against that goal and say he was definitely offside. I think it looked like Nketiah was offside at first, but then Zinchenko was actually offside. So I think it was a farce to give that goal. Should have been disallowed. And yeah, it's just one of those games. Twice in 1 week we've conceded 2 late goals. We made too many mistakes as well in the game. Gave away mistakes, and game management and decision making should have been better in this game. But yeah, again, no one was going with Xhaka, no one was going at the back post, and no one was going the runners. So paid the price. Conceded 3 sloppy goals that we shouldn't have conceded, and he's conceded a goal like that. Stupid. So not good enough. Poor, and we deserve to lose at the end of the day. Overall, heartbreaking end to the game. We gave it everything we had, but the margins are so narrow in football. We saw on Wednesday night at Crystal Palace for the late goal and a late goal. Yet again, it must be really hard to take for the players. Yeah, definitely mentally. I think it's, you know, twice in 1 week to concede late goals like that. It's not good enough. I think it's definitely a few things why we've conceded late goals like that. The few things was we lacked discipline, we lacked concentration, we lacked focus. We didn't stick to the principles in the game, didn't follow the game plan from what the manager wanted for in the game. Obviously, yes, we did defend well, but discipline was a massive factor that let us down in this game. But we made mistakes in this game, and it's not good enough. And, you know, we should have killed the game off. And, you know, we have to be better. We should have shown a bit more ruthlessness about us in the second half, but that was when we went a bit clueless again, lacked ideas going forward. But, you know, these things happen in football. You know, you can't concede goals like that late on. That gives you vibes from last season, because that's what we were doing last season. We were conceding late goals late on. And, you know, after all that good work as well, you know, 2-2 for about how long it was, you know, for over half an hour. And then you go and concede another goal so late on. So it's tough for the players, but, you know, it's a lesson learned. You can't keep doing these mistakes week in and week out. Can't be conceding late goals like that week in and week out. You've got to be better mentally and stronger, be better than that as well. But I think the decision making and the game management should have been better as well, for sure, because I think there was a few times where De Gea was punching the ball out and just screaming to him, fucking grab hold of it, De Gea. Stop punching it out, just grab hold of it. Stop doing FIFA vibes and just bloody grab the ball, for God's sake. You're not allowed to bloody grab it. You can bloody grab it, you know. So there was decisions in that game that we could have been better in, for sure. And, you know, far margins come into the game, and they did us on a late goal, and defensively we're a mess, a shambles at the back, sloppy to concede three stupid goals like that. But not only just that, to concede a goal twice in 1 week in injury time is just, you know, it's obviously a tough one to take, and it's a big kick in the teeth, but it's lessons learned. You know, you can't keep doing that all the time, so it's just not good enough. And you know, Arsenal got what they deserved. We got what we deserved. And yet again, we've conceded a late goal in injury time. And it's just not going off, and we've got to be better. And yeah, you know, it's all about staying disciplined, stay focused, stay concentrated, and yeah, and to concede right at the end with about 2-3 minutes to go. That's what happens in football at the end of the day. Marcus Rashford, fantastic goal, a striker with confidence, or an instinctive strike to score early on for United. Yeah, brilliant. I think brilliant first goal by Marcus Rashford. Brilliant individual brilliance from Marcus Rashford. Chops Partey, took him out of the equation. Sees that limited space, takes it on. Ramsdale tried to stretch for it, and obviously great strike from Rashford. One of the best seasons so far in a Manchester United shirt so far. The guy's unstoppable, he's on red hot fire form. Keep it going, mate. Brilliant strike. What a goal to kick things off. We definitely could have controlled that game better a lot more. Not in the first half, but maybe in the second half for sure. Definitely for sure. Brilliant. Striker's finish. Playing with a lot of confidence on his shoulders at the minute. And what a strike it was. What a goal. What a finish from Marcus Rashford. Who is my man of the match? I don't think many of these players had a great game, to be honest with you. I thought De Gea didn't have a bad game, but conceded 3 sloppy goals. Could have been better in. Obviously made a great save towards the end of the game. Saka did okay. Varane was okay. Thought he did good in the first half. Dropped off. Definitely the 2 centre-backs could have been better with the 3 goals that we conceded. Martinez, I thought, had a decent game. Luke Shaw was too scared of Saka standing off him. Eriksen did okay. McTominay was not so great. Anthony was okay. Bruno tried, but he was invisible. Rashford had a good game. And Weghorst was, yet again, having to come back deep and obviously get that ball out wide to the wide players because we were losing out in that midfield battle. Yet again, I have to just give it to Marcus Rashford just for the goal that he scored. It's like maybe one of the best out there that gave it everything at the end of the day. I'd say Marcus Rashford. How do we beat Crystal Palace? Now, obviously, we've got Crystal Palace in our next fixture. So, you know what? Coming into this Crystal Palace game, I expect Manchester United to be to play our first 11 out there. I think, obviously, Crystal Palace have not had a game last week due to the Premier League being off. So, obviously, their players will be fresh and ready to go again. I do think the Crystal Palace players will look rusty in this game as well. But what's up for grabs here? You know, United know that we've got to win this game. It's a must-win. We've got to get the 3 points here. It's a game that you can't afford to drop points in. Palace are not doing too bad at the moment as well. You know, they're tactically sort of getting it right a little bit and getting what they deserved at the moment as well. So Palace know that, you know, they're in for a tough game at Old Trafford, and we need to try and make it a tough game for them as well. So they know that Old Trafford's going to be a tough place to go and get a result. We need to play at our best. We need to play well from start to finish. We've got to mentally get it right, and we've got to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality, prepare well for this game. I think it'll be a physical game with Palace. I think Palace like to come forward, so they'll definitely like to, you know, they'll like to cause us problems. So, and they're a threat on the counter as well. So, you know, they've got players with a lot of pace that we've got to be aware of. So, Crystal Palace, they're a good side. Don't want to underestimate them on the day. So, it's a matter of fact that we've got to turn up to this fixture and, you know, go out there, perform well, give it everything that we've got. 3 points are up for grabs here. There's teams around us that have got some big games as well. So, we need to try and capitalise on them. So, it'd be great if we can win this game and take advantage and for the results to go our way yet again. So, no, I'm looking forward to this game against Palace. They're a good side. They're sort of getting what they deserved at the moment, but we'll need to put them in their place in this game. I don't think, you know, they're not scoring many goals at the minute, so and they're not in great form, so they're obviously trying to work on it and build on it, trying to build some sort of confidence and momentum going about themselves as well. So, I think we've got to show that ruthlessness about us to be, you know, ruthless and obviously be aggressive, be relentless, and we need to try, you know, control the game and kill the game off as early as we can, so that we're not having to work hard for this game as well, with another game midweek as well. So yeah, I think Palace, you know what's up for grabs here. 3 points. And we've got to get the 3 points here without a doubt. No complaints. Can't drop points here. Must win, boys. You've got to get the win here. But we know what Crystal Palace are all about. They're inconsistent. You know, they're our bogey team as well. They're struggling to score goals. You know, they've scored goals They've only scored 3 goals in their last 5 games, which is not great. But they're a young, hungry side. They're low on confidence. You know, they're playing out from the back and playing expansive football. They're a physical side, well organised, well drilled, very direct. Playing with a threat on set pieces. Like to come forward, like to cut back inside, make runs in from behind, get in between the lines. Front three have a lot of pace as well. Try to capitalise on mistakes. They'll bring energy. They'll play with high intensity, high tempo. They will fight as well. They'll show the work rate, the work ethic, and the character about themselves, and they'll put us under pressure as well. But we've got to defend properly, defensively, be organised, keep it tight and compact, defensively frustrate them. Need to be ruthless, relentless, aggressive, high intensity, high tempo, play with energy, create the chances, take your chances. Need to be clinical, get the crosses into the box, drag them out of position. Set pieces could come into play. Need to play with width, get between the lines, got to close them down, don't let them back in the game, don't leave any spaces open. They'll show incredible team spirit, character and fight. We have to do the basics right. Game management and decision making will be key. Got to get tight, don't let them get a shot off, sustain attacks, do the basics, win your 50-50s, win your second balls and win your duels. Put them on the back foot, keep possession, fullbacks have got to be effective. Force them to make mistakes, put them under pressure. Don't let their wingers cut back inside, don't afford to make mistakes, make runs in from behind. Don't get pulled out of position, be explosive and keep Edouard quiet. Getting to the goals now. First goal, Bruno passed the ball to Rashford. Nice chop by Rashford, and Rashford goes for goal and scores for 1-0. Second goal, great corner by Ericsson. Ramsdale fails to clear it. Martinez heads the ball and scores for 2-2. Getting to the stats now. For Arsenal it was 57.2%, and for Man United it was 42.8%. Goals for Arsenal it was 3, and for Man United it was 2. Total shots for Arsenal it was 25, and for Man United it was 6. Shots on target for Arsenal it was 5, and for Man United it was 4. Shot accuracy for Arsenal it was 20%, and for Man United it was 66.7%. Shots inside the box for Arsenal it was 20, for Man United it was 3. Shots outside the box for Arsenal it was 5, and for Man United it was 3. Total passes for Arsenal it was 520 passes, and for Man United it was 396 passes. Pass accuracy for Arsenal it was 81.3%, and for Man United it was 77.5%. Getting to the substitutions now. Anthony went off a thread. Talk about Anthony's performance. Due applause from the United's analysis, from his willingness to track back, and improvement on his performance at Crystal Palace. Varane went off a Garnacho. Talk about Raphael's performance. Acquitted himself. Repetible. Excellent Lisandro Martinez. And Nketiah preferred to prey on De Gea and Saka. Next up we've got Crystal Palace. Palace are 12th in the league. You know, like I just said back then, you know, this is a must-win game. We've got to get the 3 points here. Can't afford to drop points. We've got to get the 3 points. So against this very good Crystal Palace side, you don't want to afford to underestimate this Crystal Palace side. They're our bogey team, so they're going to definitely come to Old Trafford and give us a difficult game. It'll be a physical game, it'll be a competitive game. I think it's going to be down to what we do in and out of possession. Palace like to come forward. They'll like to cause us problems. They like to, you know, they're dangerous on the counter attack. So we're going to have to be ready for that. And obviously, you know, they've got their front three's got a lot of pace, so we're going to have to defend well in a game like this. I think what United need to do is come out of this game, come out of our blocks. We need to show the energy early doors, high intensity, high tempo, high energy. You know, we've got to show that intensity and tempo. We've got to get on the front foot. We need to test their goalkeeper early doors. And when we obviously get our chances, we've got to take our chances, and we've got to be clinical as well. So this is a game where we want to go into this game with the right mentality, the right mindset. And this is a game that we're going to have to really kill off this game early doors. We don't want to be going in a game we don't want to be going into this game against Crystal Palace thinking, right, let's sit back, let's dictate this game. No, let's get after that first goal first. Because if we can get after that first goal first, I think in a game like this against Crystal Palace, it's always vital to get that important first goal. So I think if we can score that first goal against Crystal Palace, I think, you know, they'll be already back on the back foot, and that's when they're going to have to come on the front foot and attack us a bit more. So we know that we have to defend well, we have to keep it tight and compact, and we're going to have to defensively frustrate them, and we're going to have to, you know, defensively frustrate them for sure, straight down. We're going to have to, and don't let them get a shot off. So we're going to have to get all of our angles right, and we're going to have to try keep possession as much as we can, keep the ball as well, and, you know, try pass it around comfortably as well, and let's look a bit more comfortable in this game. Let's try kill this game off as early as we can as well. So if we get that first goal, you want to try get that second goal as well. So it'll be important to get the first goal. United will have the confidence, we'll have the momentum, and that's why we got to kill the game off with the second goal. If we can do that in the second half, that'll be a perfect way then, because then Palace are going to have to fight back into the game, and then that's just going to be how well we can defend as a team and as a unit as well. So if we can follow the principles, stay concentrated, stay focused, stay disciplined, don't make any stupid mistakes, keep them at bay, and defend well, you'll get your reward at the end of the day, and we should hopefully walk away with the 3 points here against Crystal Palace. Don't underestimate them. They're a very good side on the day. They'll turn up when they turn up on a very good day as well. So let's not underestimate them. Let's not get too complacent. They're a very good side. Let's not take them lightly. They're a good side, but let's try and kill this game as early as we can. And I don't want to be in a game where we're 1-0 up for ages and we're struggling to get that second goal, and we can't have a repeat of what happened at Palace. So kill the game off as early as you can. Then you can take control, dominate the game, and start thinking about substitutions and keep players fresh as well. But we've got to play with courage, intent, conviction, and this is a game that we've got to turn up to as well. Got to perform well. We've got to perform well for a full 90 minutes as well, from start to finish. Crystal Palace are scoring 0.9 goals per game. Palace are conceding 1.4 goals per game. Palace have the 10th best defence in the league. Palace have won 6, drawn 4 and lost 8. They've lost to Arsenal 2-0, City 4-2, Chelsea 2-1, Everton 3-0, Forest 1-0, Fulham 3-0, Tottenham 4-0 and Chelsea 1-0. The players to look out for is Guaita, Ward, Mitchell, Tompkins, Guehi, Anderson, Klein, Milivojevic, Elise, Eze, Schlupp, Hughes, Decore, Ayew, Zaha, Matata, Edouard and Ebiwohi. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.